I think something that I am thinking about right now is doing the somatic psychotherapy program with SIS in Oakland, San Francisco area. There was a really good teacher from that school who was at the Dharma of Harriet Tubman Sunday class that I've been doing. And it really got me thinking about, what my next steps are, because I have been looking for a program, something educational that I can do to move forward. And honestly, I didn't think it was another master's degree, a master's or a doctorate. I had looked at those, but not really, I looked at them a little bit as a maybe, you know. But something about this particular program feels aligned with the modalities that I want to be a part of, which is somatics, and studying it in a deeper way and in a way that would make me, ultimately more credible to the field and people in the field and things like that. Because there is a way to change the way that the field does things, but it's almost like you have to look like you're a part of it. You gotta fake it a little bit just so people who are a part of it feel like you know what you're talking about. In a lot of ways, it's like they almost don't trust anyone who's outside of it, so you have to appear to be a part of it to like change the herd. Yeah. So there's something to that. And there's something to me really going out and learning a bit more, because I do feel like there's just a little something that I need, a little something extra, to bring the trauma doula all together in all the ways that I envision it. Because my vision for it is this total body breath dialogue. I've been talking about that a lot, and it's really bringing all those three things together in a modality, which I'm calling, like, people who bring those things together, a trauma doula, because it's really getting at healing trauma that's been stored in the body, and then not only in the body, but when you bring all those things together, like thought, word, deed, your thoughts, you start to become mindful with the breath, your words through dialogue, and deed through the body, like through the action. You're like bringing all of the ways that we express ourselves together in some kind of way. And so I feel like it's super powerful. It's super powerful to bring that together in a healing modality in a new way and introduce that and say, this is revolutionary. Like, let's revolutionize. Let's change this whole system. And let's make this what we offer. It just really feels like there's work to be done with that. And but at the same time, there's something else underneath, There's this, the way at it isn't simply through science or reason. There's this like spiritual other part. I definitely feel this energy of being profit, you know? Like, and needing to spread messages and talk. And perhaps I start out doing this, but I think it's going to end up with talks and books and workshops and things. Like, it's going to end up different than it begins. And I guess I have to ultimately hold that that's okay. Like, it can change. It can definitely change, and it'll change significantly in the next 3 years, you know? And as I'm moving forward and, you know, trying to carve out my wildly unique life path that is my career, I'm struck by how much I feel like I've done some back and forth, you know, because the somatic psychotherapy thing is, it's like I have to be trained as a counselor, you know, as a psychotherapist specifically. And it's a field that I feel like isn't doing what it said it's supposed to do, you know? Like, I'm not treating, it's like they treat people in such a way that is demeaning to them. It's like, okay, you have this diagnosis, and so now we work with this diagnosis. And I'm like, no, you're like a whole entire being. Let's be where you are and see where you want to go and move you in the direction of like of your dreams. You know, how can we make it so that you can live in a way that is wildly fulfilling for you? And that's generally not the goal of therapy. And yet so many therapists and people who are in that field end up being like idealistic people who want to like help people. But my thing is, like, most people, I feel, when they say they want to help people, they don't really understand what that means. And a lot of times I think it is kind of like being the savior of people and coming in and feeling like you're cleaning up the messes that they made and helping them clean their messes up, rather than showing them where the tools are, how to get them, how to build them if they're broken, and how to go beyond even needing like the tools to clean up messes because you're building bridges instead. You know? So there's like this paradigm shift of what it even means to help people in their healing. To truly help people in their healing. And that's the thing. That's mostly the thing. Is like my role and my goal is to help people like do the work. Like, the work is not easy. Me telling one person like, yo, sit down, take some breaths, feel the thing. Like, let's sit here and feel it actively. Feel into that discomfort and ask it why it's here. What's it trying to tell us?